Hi everyone, welcome. This is Dr. Obed, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 myths about money that keeps people poor. You see, there are a lot of mindsets people have about money. These mindsets stem from unconscious beliefs that they have formed over the years from listening to many myths about money that are not necessarily true. Now, this mindset leads to behaviors that ultimately lead to poverty. These behaviors, of course, affect their financial realities. Therefore, bad money beliefs equals bad money habits and ultimately poverty and financial lack. So in this video, I'm going to be debunking 5 of those myths that people have about money that keeps them poor and struggling financially. Now let's dive in. Number one is that you must have high income to be wealthy. Now this is actually not true. You do not need a very high income to become wealthy or to build wealth. Now, while a high income can hasten your wealth building journey, but wealth building requires a lot of skills such as money management skills, high investment acumen, and high income does not automatically teach you these skills, and you need them if you ever will accumulate substantial wealth. You see, many average income earners have been able to build wealth through good old managing their money effectively, investing accurately and for a long time, thereby taking advantage of the concept of compounding, which helps significantly increase their wealth. So yes, even if having a high income can hasten this journey, but even without high income, you can build wealth. The average millionaires, for example, are not necessarily high income earners, but they have very high savings rate. They have very good investment acumen and also entrepreneurial skills and business sense. All these things are required to build wealth, even if you do not have very high income. Number two, I have plenty of time to save. Now, a lot of persons, especially young people, say this to me that I am young, I'm just starting out, I still have a lot of time to do other things I want to do with money before I talk about saving and investing. And this is a dangerous myth. Saving early, usually, it gives you that financial cushion in cases of a financial emergency that does not give any notice and can happen to anyone at any time. So when that financial emergency that has the capacity to send people 10 years backwards, when it happens to you, but you have the savings, the cushion to mitigate it, you are safe. You are not caught off guard. You are not finished because of that emergency. And secondly, having savings gives you the opportunity to take advantage of compound interest, which is usually very huge for anybody who is going to build and accumulate wealth. And for example, we've heard of Warren Buffett, one time richest man in the world, and of course still in the top 5 till today. It is said that 99% of his wealth was made from just sheer compounding because he has been in the game for at least 70 years. That is what is called long term. So if you start early, you have the opportunity of enjoying the wonders of compounding, which once it kicks off, it just blows up your finances and highly increases your chances of building wealth and becoming a millionaire. Number three, it takes money to make money. Now, this one is a half truth, and because it's a half truth, it's not entirely true, it becomes a lie. Now, the truth is that with money, you can make more money, but It does not necessarily take money to start. You can start making money even without money with things like a skill. With a skill, you can start making money. With a job, you can start making money even if you do not have a penny. With an idea well implemented, you can start making money. With relationships, there are actually businesses that you can start with just cutting deals and meeting people here and there, relationships, and you can actually start a business even without any capital whatsoever. So you may not need money to start making money, even though having money will shorten and maybe make some of the steps easier, but you may not need money to start some of these things I mentioned. Of course, money is a hard worker, and with money, you can quickly send it on an errand in the form of investment, and it goes on to work for you and bring in even more money. But you do not necessarily need money to start. You can start from where you are with just your skill, your knowledge, your certificate, get an idea, work towards implementing it. If you have money to start with, that is quite alright, but you do not need money to start in most cases. Even if with money you can make more money, but without money you can make money. Number 4, money is evil. It changes people for the bad. You see, when people say this, it's usually because maybe they have seen rich people who did a lot of evil with money, or they have seen people who they saw as humble and kind, but because they had money, they now became very proud, arrogant, and even oppressive of poor people. So they say this to mean that money can be used to do evil, and money changes a lot of persons for the bad. But the truth is that money is not necessarily evil. Money is not good, neither is it bad. Money in the hands of a good person can be used to do a lot of good, but that same money in the hands of an evil person can cause a lot of havoc to society. That person you felt was humble and kind until he had money wasn't actually humble and kind. It wasn't money that changed him for the worse. Money only brought out who they are. So what money does is to amplify a person's character. You know, you don't truly know a person until you give them money or you give them power. So that person was actually a proud and arrogant person, a greedy and oppressive person who didn't have money. But immediately he had money, his true nature came to the fore. So money is not to be blamed for people's misuse of it. It is in those people's character to do what they did. So when they had the money, they could do it. Good people, when they have money, they use it for good. But bad people and evil people will always misuse money for the wrong reasons. Number 5, money doesn't matter. Now, many persons say this to excuse their lack of money, especially poor people. They excuse their lack of money. They say it to mean that money is not that important, and nothing could be further from the truth. Money is extremely important. You see, the Bible said that money answereth all things. That means that money affects everything that is important. Money is so important that only God to have its scale. Money is high up there, next to oxygen, of the things you need to survive and live a comfortable life. So if you say that money is not the most important thing, or that money is not the only important thing, that is quite understandable, because there are also other things that are very important. Things like good health, things like quality relationships, things like career fulfillment, things like peace and happiness. All these things are quite important, and they cannot be bought with money directly. However, money affects every one of them. Money can improve every one of them. Money is very important to everything that matters. So anyone who is giving the excuse that money does not matter. Is only living in fool's paradise. That is self-deception and an excuse to keep living in poverty and doing little with their lives. So money is important. Money matters. It matters to everything that matters. So we should give it the attention it deserves and not excuse our lack of money with talks like money doesn't matter or that money is not important. That is it on 5 major money myths that keep people poor and struggling. Please do subscribe to this channel for more amazing money facts. Thank you and see you in the next video.